Hello, hi, my name is Muhammad Shafiq Safwan. This presentation is about to present my final year project of Analytic Lab, which is the title is Comparative Analysis of Burnout between in-store and online store employee. Thanks to my supervisor, Professor Dr. Hasriza Abdul Halim, which is give guidance and provide information throughout my research and studies. This study to investigate the burnout factors among in-store and online stores in employees. So they have a three key of dimension, which is emotional exhaustion, which is it affected by psychological fatigue causing by prolonged job demands. And second is a depersonalization, which is a detachment from work and colleague, and reduce personal accomplishment, which is the employee is feeling ineffective or unsuccessful at work. So this research focus will focus on throughout the studies. As a problem statement, we need to consider a few aspects both in retail or online sectors, which is the aspect is work environments, stress factors, and burnout dimensions. All these three differ comparing in-store and online store. For example, like work environments, the employee need to have a face-to-face interaction with the customers, and when compared to online retails, they work in homes remotely, but the work environment is to isolation. They work for themselves, for example, like TikTok live shop and also live streamings. And the stress factor also comparing these both retails are quite different. For example, like in-store retails, they require long hours and physical tasks, okay, compared to online, which is more towards to performance metrics and lack of support. Why we have a performance metric? Because normally online sales, they have a generated performance of sales, so this will causing a lot of stress factors towards online retails. And also the burnout dimension, which is more towards emotional exhaustion in-store retail. And the hypothesis for this research is there is a significant difference in burnout level between in-store and online store. And the second hypothesis is emotional exhaustion is significantly related to organization commitment. And the hypothesis number 3 is a depersonalization and reduced personal accomplishment are significantly correlated with the organizational commitment. So for the research objective for this study is to compare burnout levels and identify, also analyze the differentials of burnout dimensions, which is emotional exhaustion, depersonalization, and reduced accomplishment between this online and retail store. This study also will examine the relationship between the how burnout dimension will correlate with the organizational commitment across these both group. For the methodology of study design, the quantitative research has been done. The participant is from Al Ihsan employee, which is a total of 45 employee that across of 8 outlets, which is that involved in in-store and online store. So the total of employee that participate is 45 person, which is 34 of in-store employee and 31 of online employee. The instrumentation that used for this study is Maslach Burnout Inventory, MBI, and Organizational Commitment Questionnaire. Also, to analyze all this data, we will use descriptive statistics to summarize the data, independent t-tests, and person correlations to examine the relationship between burnout dimension and organizational commitment. The findings from the descriptive statistic shows that in-store employers have higher emotional exhaustion due to physical tasks and direct customer interaction compared to online employees, which is they have a higher depersonalization driven by isolation of workplace and performance pressure. An independent t-test shows that they have a significant difference in burnout level between in-store and online store, which is emotional exhaustion was notable higher in in-store employee. Meanwhile, the personalization was slightly higher in online employees. Apart from that, person correlations also shows that negative correlation between emotional exhaustion and organization commitment, and depersonalization also negative correlated with organizational commitment. This shows that organizational commitment does not give a big impact on emotional exhaustion and also depersonalization. So it shows that they have a lower impact on stress level in terms of participating or in organizational commitment towards to the employees. And also the person correlation shows also shows that they have a high exhaustion that link to emotional detachment, and also organization commitment are very positive towards to employee recognitions. So employee recognition that will give a big impact on the employee, which is the recognition might boost the commitment significantly. From the data, we can say that the in-store employees have a higher exhaustion that causing by physical interactions, continuous customer engagement. Apart from that, they have a need to be physically in the stores, which is they need to wake up early, to go to the workplace that have been need to be contribute physically. So this is will cause the higher emotional exhaustion. So this is also saying that the fatigue stress from the employees will reduce the motivations due to the relentless workload, and also the workplace, and also the cultural of environment of the workplace. The correlation analysis which shows that emotional exhaustion will give the big impact on the how the employee will provide to organization. So they will have some retention and significantly reduce the provide or to serve the organization or their employer. And also they will feel that emotionally drains. These emotionally drains will lead to lack of loyalty and commitment to the jobs or to the workload that they have been faced every day. So the unique implications of burnout management require very different strategies for inline and online stores. Why? Because the effect of between online and retail store are different, because the emotional exhaustions are mostly impact to retail stores compared to online store. Meanwhile, the depersonalizations give more impact to online store compared to retailing store. So how to it is requires the different strategies due to the work dynamics. Burnout, burnout or stress level, high stress level will lead to negative impact to the organizations. Whether it in-store or online store, it will effect on the retentions or turnover rates. So the in-store and online store have a very unique and dynamic workplace environment, which is it will lead to special of burnout itself. For example, like in-store, they have a lot of physical demands, and also the work environments culture compared to online retail store, which is it more to isolations and the key metrics into the programs of the online itself. Because in online store they have key metrics that have a status that shows the performance of the sales, and also the performance of interaction, how the employee interacts to the customer, and also have the open customer feedbacks. Apart from that, online nowadays also have live streamings, so it will lead to depersonalization. Why? Because of they have no actual interactions between customers, so they have a very less actual social interaction between the real peoples. For the recommendations throughout for the studies, it shows that for in-store retail employee, the company need to introduce regular breaks, work-life balance, and also flexibility to provide emotional support programs, and also counseling programs to reduce the stress. The stress need to be managed well, and also the employee need to be trained time by time to have a more confidence levels when they face the customers, and also the dynamic of customers interactions. For online retails, organization should have a ritual team building, for example, because this is to enhance the team cohesion and reduce their isolation itself, and also to recognize their contributions throughout a virtual shout out or give rewards, for example. And also organization need to set a realistic performance goal between this both online and retail store, because the performance goal will reduce the pressure and burnout risk, because the employee knows what they need to do and what they are target for. So it will create a very support environments and culture that focus for the employee the well-being.